Hey, hey, hey. Hello, my YouTubers. So now it's time to investigate into the world of mods. Love my NST. Did beautiful. I got another one coming in that'll double my current from 60 milliamps to 120. We should see a significant change. But over here we have these beasts that are known as microwave transformers. And I really love the way Terry Woodruff has his Tesla coil with two mods, Abrams Lab, two mods, Tesla Explorer, two mods, and I really love the one that I think that was Terry with Abrams Lab, Brian, where they did a four mod. Oh my God, I love what I've seen. But nobody's going to sit there and teach you bit by bit. I guess unless you know them real good and they like you. So it seems like I have to just do it upon myself, and this is the number one. And I guess how I kind of got into this is that I watched other videos of people I just named, and you can see from first videos on to their third, fourth, fifth, sixth, so on, how they advanced with their technology. So I guess there's no time like the present. We have a lot of current here. 2,000 volts is not a lot of volts. Um, right now, we're just burning up these little wires, which I just wanted to see the difference in sparkerator here. This time we're going to, I just melted all the wires. This time I got new wires. Transformer's still hot. I put a ballast on this time. So we're coming in on the primary, coming out the primary. I grounded the secondary to the frame chassis of that one. So we're going to run through the positive through that wire, or positive and negative because it's alternating, through that wire, and hopefully we can slow down the current. Now I have tried this guy, um, come in on the Herm and out, come in on the capacitor, the C, go out on the Herm, and it knocks down so much that it's hard to keep a spark across the spark gap. So if anybody wants to contribute towards my learning adventure here, feel free to leave a comment or contact me if you don't want it out in the open. But nobody's slowing this guy down. I'll find out on my own if nobody wants to help. So, yeah, these are dangerous. We'll go into that root safety thing. Dangerous, don't touch them. After you fire them up and you're in there, especially these are microwave caps. We're coming out of one transformer here, so 2,000 volts. We're coming on negative on one side off the chassis, positive on the other side, and then we're coming off of that into the other one. Positive and negative also, bam, bam. Then coming out of the negative side, I'm running to the negative side of the primary. And then I'm coming out of the positive side to the spark gap, across the spark gap to the connection somewhere over there. Um, a few turns out, I guess I really wasn't trying to fire up my tester coil, but I was just trying to have it work out through there to just see if I can keep spark. The hardest thing about the mods is keeping spark. So let's go ahead and fire this up real quick. I think it blew my breaker. Well, let's see if it works now. It blew the breaker many times. All right. So we have spark. Nothing out of the top load. We are melting. I guess we have a lot of current there. And let's go ahead and maybe throw some air at it. Air doesn't excite it. Maybe it excites it a little bit. There it is. So that's with one mott. It's one mott. Alright, so this time the ballast, it's not hotter than it was, so it kind of feels cooler. So this time running it with a ballast must have slowed down the current. So it's just not wide open gorilla style. These caps, I'm sure they're holding charge. I don't know, but I don't want to find out. Nothing holding there, nothing there, nothing there. Just be safe, guys. You mess with this, there's no need for to be touching anything. Always ground out your motts or your capacitors, like dead short them so they're not holding a charge. Last thing you need to do is get a stupid shock. We all get in a rush here. So maybe I should change, I'm thinking, the bolts. They seem to be melting less than they did before. Before you couldn't keep it on more than a minute. Then it melted all the wires, and then it also melted the metal on the bolts. So I guess this is a learning curve for me. Yeah, leave your comments, guys. What we're looking to do here, mission is 2 mods. Got my coil already. And then I have, instead of using buckets, I got rid of the buckets. I got a lot of oil leaking everywhere, and I'm blowing bottles left and right on different things because I like to experiment a lot. But I got these little Phillips. These are 10 nanofarads, 2000 volt. And these little guys here are 1 nanofarad, 2000 volt. Okay, these are Phillips. If anybody wants to buy them online. And I don't know, I think Abraham was calling them, Brian was calling them Smurf caps. I haven't seen anybody call them that or even them be named that. So I'm not too sure if that was just a personal name for them. So I got a bunch of these capacitors. So, so far what I noticed is you go up in current and you can go up in capacitance. But since I'm current limited with the NST, I really can't go up in capacitance because I won't have enough juice to throw out fatter, longer arcs out of the top. But this is just a challenge of knowledge, and I tell you, I haven't seen any new videos from Roger from Ohio, but I almost have to say he is the godfather of this Tesla coil systems. If you look at his videos, if you haven't, check them out. If you look at them, you can see the different stages that he uses, and everything's got its purpose. All right, guys, leave your comments. Peace out.